Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Jantje. Welcome to this channel. Welcome. Whether you've been around for a while, whether you have recently found these videos, maybe even this video is your first one. Welcome. I'm happy to share this beautiful, energetic and virtual space with you. And today, yet another sunny day outside, and yet I thought, let me record inside to make sure that the audio quality is good. That's my perfectionist kicking in, and that's okay. So, I received a message that this video, this transmission, this channeled message is all going to be about letting go of the fear of failure. Fear of failure is very big for many of us, and it is a collective fear, a fear that we all have learned along the way. And I'm talking about this particular lifetime, whether you're someone who believes in karmic patterns and in past lifetimes. I'm referring to this particular life that you are, the avatar that you're now watching this video. And so in the last centuries specifically, we've been programmed to believe in failure. We've been programmed to believe in right or wrong. We've been programmed to believe in being unworthy, in not being allowed to deserve. And for me, they're all closely linked, in my personal experience anyway. And so I've received the download earlier that today's message is exactly around that, since this is also, I believe, very timely to what's going on around me, around in this country and across the entire globe, and very likely also in your particular environment, or maybe even in your personal life or work life. So on that note, let me connect. And if you're in a place to do so, please close your eyes as well. Yes, the words and the message are important, but as important, if not more important, is the frequency that I'm bringing through by connecting to the aspects of your beautiful light beings that will be sharing today's message with us. So once again, thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you very much for being here and for sharing this space. Love you lots. Welcome, our dear friends. Welcome. And yes, indeed, it is time. And we have asked this vessel, this channel, to talk about this concept of failure, this concept of right and wrong, which was also invited by yesterday's video, explaining that there is no such thing as delaying your ascension. You beautiful souls in your human lives, in your human costumes, have picked up, you have all agreed, when you came into this life, you have all agreed to forget who you truly are. And part of this game, let's call it that for now, part of this game, and you agreeing to forget, you have picked up many beliefs, many patterns, many programs within your family, within your societal structures. Let it be kindergarten, let it be school, let it be social activities, friend circles, work environment, you have picked up and developed and ingrained in your beautiful human mind many, many, many patterns. And many of them have helped you for a considerable time in your life, provided you somewhat of, let's call them rails, let's call them protection lines for you to walk along, guards maybe, might be a better word, to make sure you know where your road is heading and you don't get off track. That's how societal structures work and how things are being programmed on this planet. And we're not here to judge it. That's what it is right now. And many of these systems are currently, let's say, are being investigated, and humanity step by step is choosing a different path. And that's why it is so beautiful from our point of view that you are here right now with us, and that you are on your path of awakening and ascension and helping essentially this beautiful planet, humanity, to awaken. So you have agreed to forget because your soul thought, hey, that's a fun experience, let me remember step by step as I get older, as I walk on this path, as I live my human life. And while to that human story, to that human experience, it might be confusing at times, while you are awakening more and more and more every single day, you notice this on a very, very deep level now, and there's so many things that just don't make sense anymore. As well as that, there's so many things that are no longer in service to you. Programs, those rails that have helped you in the past are no longer helping you. And one of the biggest ones from our point of view that is linked with feeling unworthy is believing in right and wrong, and believing in failures and failing. Failing doesn't exist. We've briefly talked about this yesterday. A tree, when its time is up, will never say, oh, I failed at this. I didn't produce enough leaves. I should have produced way more leaves. I didn't do a good job. No, a tree wouldn't say that. Never ever. It is part of the concept of competition, of scarcity, of hierarchy. It is linked to so many different structures, systems within your beautiful human creations. And again, we're not here to judge, and you're now ready to move beyond it. You're now ready to fully see that that is an illusion. You were never limited. Never ever were you limited. Never ever. Physically, yes. Like we said to Jantje before, it wasn't physically be possible for her to become a tree. But guess what? Nor would she want to. She loves to exchange with trees, yes, but she doesn't want to be a tree. So there are physical limitations, yes, to that we fully agree. That's part of the laws that are applicable. What we mean is and are the mental limitations. That's what we're referring to when we talk about the concept of failure, the concept of right and wrong. They are mental constructs. Mental constructs that have been put in place. And yes, some of them are valid because they are linked with physical limitations. But here we are talking about specifically the concepts of being right and wrong, which is from our vantage point always a matter of perspectives. A matter of perspectives, and there can be as many perspectives as there can be people involved, if not more. And doesn't make one person right and the other one wrong. On the contrary, it really doesn't. It's all valid. All experiences are valid. But do you entangle in them? Just like we asked you these last days and weeks to release emotions, to let them pass through your beautiful body, your beautiful system. Because you are not your emotions, you know that. And you also know you're not your thoughts. So why would you continue to believe in failing? Why would you continue to believe in that you're right or wrong? Why would you continue to believe that you're undeserving? Well, the easy answer is, we already gave it to you, is that is something that you have learned. And you've learned it for years and years and years and years and years. And based on that, you formed a belief. And you believe in that belief. But now you've been realizing more and more throughout these last months and years that that belief specifically is no longer serving you. Because the only thing that it does, it keeps you in its limitation. It keeps you in believing that you are not powerful in your own creations. It keeps you stuck in the patterns. And yes, some of you might not like if we say this, but they are constructs in your human field that don't like if you realize how powerful you are. And as a matter of fact, every beautiful being on this planet is as powerful as the person sitting next to them. You all have that power within you. And that's why we don't hesitate to say this. Because for years, for centuries, it was all about control. It was all about control. And you also bought into that concept. Because control, to some extent, created safety. Or if I can control this outcome, then I feel safe. Then I feel heard. Then I feel seen. And that is also crumbling. You see it in the political environment. You see it reflecting in different events happening across the entire globe. People realize in their own ways how much they are creators of their own reality. So own that. Own that for you. Realize and investigate for yourself how much you would like to further believe in this concept of right and wrong, and the concept of failing, and the concept of competition. For then there will be at least two sides competing. There will be a right and wrong. That's how wars are being created. That's how discussions are being created. And it is for you to choose. It is for you to choose. And guess what? With your choice, you emit a frequency and you emit energies. And what you believe in is being reflected back to you. 100%. That's another law in this beautiful universe. That's why we call you love magnets. So you choose. And while you walk this path, let go of self-judgment. Because this too is a path, one step after the other on your human journey. And while you might make this choice right here and right now, to clearly see the illusion of right and wrong, of the concept of failure, and that it is really about you walking your path, you taking in new information. When you have made a certain choice, realize that might not be optimal. So maybe you take, after that left turn, you take a right turn next. Based on that information, that's how you choose. That doesn't mean that the left turn was wrong. No, now you have a new set of information. And then at the next intersection you take a right turn instead, or you maybe go straight ahead. Trust that that information will come to you when you need it. Trust yourself. Trust the guidance of your higher self and of the universe, of your guardian angels. Trust yourself. So do what feels right to you after you have listened to this message. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Follow your heart. Follow for what feels true to you. For we are here to help you awaken, and every single one of you is on their own journey, on their own path, based on their beliefs, based on their experiences, based on their pull towards awakening and ascension. You're pulled by your desires, realizing those dreams and visions that you have. Do they include failures? Do they include right and wrong? That's for you to choose. And again, it's a matter of perspective. Do you choose the perspective of limiting yourself? And do you embrace the change in the information to make new choices next time. Those words alone carry very different energy than the word right and wrong, or the word failure. While we could go on and on about this, we believe we drove this point home quite clearly, and we know that this is a big one for many of you. So please be patient with yourself. Please don't get entangled. And if you do, don't judge yourself. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. For it is go time. It is go time, our friends. Nothing's going to stop you. Nothing is going to stop you. We love you so much. We love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone.